And all of our frame films that we work so hard together on there. So another hand around of applause. It's 20 years. This is amazing. I can't believe how much has happened in 20 years. It's incredible. I was walking down the street and I spotted that kid in here. Fortunately, Marty, I know you have to dash, but here she is 21 years later. We were destined for greatness, and it's so much fun. I know we have a lot to do, so thank you so much. Thank you for all of that. So 20 years, it's 20 years. Life Magazine will hit the stand through 1998. It's incredible. I mean, so many things we've done, and we've all worked in this room, and all of our partners and friends everywhere in the world are working together to change the way the world sees. Together we can do that, and together we can really create so many opportunities to make sure that we're not seen as our differences, but seeing the beauty in our differences as well. The 20 years began with, of course, with Margaret, and then Life magazines, and we started working with kids with albinism, of course. That's how it started. But very quickly started working with the Genetic Alliance and working with other groups with many genetic syndromes everywhere in the world. It was incredible, but that simply has evolved into even larger ideas about looking at the beauty and richness of human diversity. Now we just finished a collaboration with Walter Reed and the Wounded Warriors, and Walter Reed creating a frame film, working with NYU Langone on a really exciting new initiative with the transgender community there. And Dr. Langner, Dr. Langner, where are you? You here somewhere? Great, and her incredible NYU Langone team, and it's been so exciting, and Allie and Wendy and Lasso and Ray. It's just so incredible to have so many great friends here. And it's just to see in so many ways that we can continue to celebrate the beauty of human diversity. Positive growth is always about seeing beyond differences, whatever that difference happens to be, whether it be race or ability or sexual identification or gender expression or gender expression or gender identity or age, religion, culture. It's all there. We're all in this together, and it's so much better when everyone, of course, as Vivian said, if everyone is at the party, everyone is invited to the party, everyone is welcome, creating a more inclusive world where all differences are celebrated. Today we highlight the tapestry of our humanity through so many things. It's so much more than just me running around the world taking photographs, as it has been for the last several years. But now we're working with so many communities and highlighting the humanity through powerful images and voices and stories as well. Sorry, I'm not the technology. There's a lot to cover real fast. I'm sorry. There's a lot. I want to do this, and I have to mention a lot of it. So sorry. But it's really about making sure that we see the beauty in differences, and we see that people living with differences are valued, and they're valuable, and that they contribute, and that they are beautiful, and we all are beautiful because of our differences. The voices of the ambassadors that we've been working with everywhere in the world, combined with some of our amazing partners like Walter Reed and NYU Langone and NYU School of Dentistry and the New York City Ballet and Dr. D. Where are you, Dr. D? I mean, they already Dr. D and his New York City Ballet. It's just extraordinary to see what you've been doing with the New York City Ballet and bringing us in and getting us to be some of those gorgeous kids, and then helping us create a film on CP and frame as well, which we're actually finished shooting already. And also working with Respectability, and then of course there's the Respectability group is here, and Diversibility is back here, and I love you, Diversibility. But together we're going to do so many incredible things. I'm so excited. But the Golisano and the Smithsonian and the Special Olympics, and Sarah Lawrence is in the house as well. And it's just, and Weill Cornell Medical School, Diane McLean. And where is Diane McLean? Diane and I started this so many years ago. Diane was a med student. And I'm like, Diane, please come with me. We'll go to this house. We have a small grant to go and photograph kids with albinism, exploring cultural perceptions of albinism in the South Pacific. And Diane came with me. And together we met these incredible families, and because of Diane, we then had a commitment to go back to the medical school, and she was a second-year medical student. We went back, and that was our first presentation to med students. And now, ever since then, some 21 years now, we're speaking to med students everywhere in the world. It's so exciting. And Diane, thank you so much for coming with your 3 gorgeous kids. Diane's mom, Betty's in the house. So hi, Betty. So glad you can make it, too. I'm thrilled to have you here with us. But all these great voices, all these great friends, these great families, these great partners have really created this need that we have identified now, that we can see that we really need to create a space, a safe space for all of us to come together, to share, to network, to inspire, to be inspired, to kind of have on display every single day and through exhibitions and performance and art and media and educational programs and workshops. We need a permanent global positive exposure global diversity center. We're looking to create one here in New York City, bricks and mortar. It would be really incredible to have this space where everyone can come. There'll be always networking and people sharing stories. I travel everywhere in the world. I work with so many incredible advocacy organizations. Everyone's working so hard, but they really barely have time to lift their head from their desks because they're working so hard. And they really never have an opportunity to speak to one another. So through this Global Diversity Center, we'll create an opportunity for people to get together, to share, to network, to really kind of inspire one another and to grow. Because then we'll be seen not as the minority each of these advocacy organizations are, but as the huge, loud voice and the majority that we really are. It'll be incredible through this space. So I'd love to show you, if you don't mind, take a look at friends of mine, Toby O'Rourke and Roger Camartin created a place that would look, a film. It's a very brief film, but it'll show you what the Global Diversity Center may look like. So cue video, thanks. Suzanne, thanks. Thank you, here you go.